Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. Let's jump in the queue, see what's on TV. Sure. Watch Iron Force versus Bonsai, why not? Seems to be the late stages of a Gauss-Fab Centurion game with a ton of soak, Infusion Grid, Chieftain, and Urban Sentry. Wow. Okay. Nice to already be defended before you even start buying stuff on your turn. I don't know that you want a force field to save sentries, but it seems like you're just in bad shape anyway, right? Like, up a couple of attack, but like way down on drones and tempo. Yeah, the opponent's got these sweet rhinos in the infusion grid train. I wonder why they didn't manage to get a chieftain train going. But doesn't matter, it should be good enough. Soon we won't even be up a couple attack, we'll just be down a bunch of drones and a bunch of soak. Well-timed rhinos, it looks like. Yeah. Game over? No, not conceding yet. But, alright, this one's over. Let's go watch the other game that was live. Stevens 21 versus Onion Child. I don't think I played against Onion Child. I was gonna say they're in the top 62, but that doesn't necessarily, like, I don't know. Since the leaderboard is still all messed up, but actually 62 is like, there's, you know, we're like rank 50 or something, so this person is pretty close to my skill level anyway. Alright, we got a game against Iron Force. Condolences about your last game. Wow. A lot of absorb denial, so I think Defense Grid should not see play. The question is, like, can you get Sinestra at all? 60 seconds, okay. Or do you just, like, start with militias into thermite cores into, like, try to get a Mega Drone eventually, and then build more blue stuff? It's gonna be, yeah, Sinestra's a big commitment when the things you actually want are all these up here. So I think we're just gonna go with a pretty low econ approach, pick up Blast Forge turn 3, Militia turn 4, keep droning, but don't go crazy with a third NG. What's the opponent gonna do? DDDC, DDB into like GG2 is a pretty reasonable opening for thermite cores, generally. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that from player 2. Not exactly sure what to do about it. I guess just don't defend. Ooh, really? Huh. Okay, I mean, I guess that's a point of view you could take. Is that nothing in this set is any good, so just build Tarsiers? I don't totally disagree with this approach. I didn't think of it, but yeah, I see what you mean. Well, we can get a militia and then a splitter. Or probably it has to be a wall, huh? They'll be attacking for 4 at that point. 3, I mean. After TT, RT. I'd really like a second blue so I can actually get thermites while still building wall or whatever. I'm gonna try to thermite here? Like build a wall, a rhino and a thermite next turn or something? No. Just taking a normal player 2 base set only line. Okay. Yeah? So Maybe I should be getting an Animus at this point? That's a bit too much on 12 drones, right? I don't know, I could get TR2 next turn? And a drone as well, I guess? Start building up thermites? Or pixies? Okay. Ooh, opponent not getting even a Rhino. So this was my plan. Gets me up to 2 damage, which is nice for thermites. I can next turn probably get away with a wall. Well, certainly I can build a wall. The question is if I need a Rhino as well. Are they going to be attacking for more than 3? They might build Rhino Splitter, but it's a little bit far-fetched. I could turn this drone into an NG instead if I wanted to defend against that possibility. Well, I should, I guess, keep an eye out for a Mega Drone, huh? I'll be able to get that next turn? Not next turn, but the turn after. So my NGs are sort of useful to protect. Oh, I'm taking no damage this turn, so I don't... Yeah, okay, I can definitely drone here. I'm not losing an NG and then having to have just one NG at all. I'll have 2 NGs if I need them. And I guess opponent is not going to incentivize me to build a wall, right? This Thermite Core says don't build a wall, so fine, I won't, probably. I mean, they're only attacking for 3, I can just Rhino and... something. Rhino, Militia, NG? Does that work? 11... Yeah, it does. And I guess with the Thermite Core, I should be able to get to exactly 4 attack, right? If I'm like at 5, I can click Pixie and then click Thermite, and it gets me down to a reasonable number. So we do this. We have 4 attack next turn, if I click everything. But maybe for some reason I don't want to click everything, or I get this. Well, that's no good, right? Well, here's the thing, though. They might attack for 0? I'm not sure if they should, but it gives them a chance to, like, they can, if they don't click the Rhino, then it's correct to click the Thermite, maybe. If they do click the Rhino, then the Thermite's doing no good. So I guess I'm okay either way. This threatens Megadrone, kind of making them want to click the Rhino and therefore make their Thermite Core bad. Which I kind of like. What if I got a wall instead of the Rhino? Like wall Tarsier instead of Militia Rhino? This really incentivizes them not to click everything, so they won't. And then I can get the Megadrone, right? But it gives them good Thermite value. Is that worth it to me? It's a tough balancing act for sure. I think it's worth it to just get some more attack, and if they deny me the Megadrone, fine, I can just like attack them, right? And click Militias. Or click Militias and Thermite, that is. Actually, this turn just doesn't look very good. No, I can't let them click Thermite and hold Rhino. That's just too good. That's what they would do if I built a wall. I can't allow that. Alright, good. They're gonna let me get away with it. So 7 attack. Well, I can attack for 5 with this stuff, 1 more with a pixie, click Thermite, buy Mega Drone. Oh yeah, please hold the drones. Oh, I don't know. They're up attack, sort of. They have these like cool Tarsiers, I guess. But I have militias, so. I don't know. I don't like letting them keep these rhinos alive, which is what happens when I attack, but it's sort of clearly right. I could hang on to 1 rhino here, because they're like, I don't know, or I could hold the drone, but I think sacking this rhino is probably better. Well, clicking pixies to click Thermite core is a bit silly. I guess it doesn't really matter. The Mega Drone seems like pretty good. I know it's a bit late for drones, but this is a really good one. Okay, let's suppose though that I didn't do this. Let's say I clicked everything. I kill 2 of their attack, and they have a pretty easy Thermite core click. It doesn't seem very good. I don't know that I'm winning. This position doesn't look amazing, but I am up a fair number of drones after this. Just click 1 pixie, huh? It seems a little weird. Doesn't really matter, but if you're clicking 1, the other one's killing an Engie, so you might as well, shouldn't you? I guess it doesn't really matter either way. Should I take this breach? I guess we'll see. I don't have any attackers, like, oof. But I have all these drones. I can start building more Tarsiers, right? The main value of the breach would be that they get no absorb, right? But I can do that anyway by just clicking a militia and a Thermite core or something. The problem is that's a lower value thing, right? Clicking militia is a less valuable way to deny absorb than breaching is, because it turns 1 attack into 1 gold, which is clearly a trade down. You'd like to avoid it if you can. So I think if they offered me the breach, I would very strongly consider taking it, but I don't know if I could. When they're doing this, obviously I don't have the breach available, so I try to deny absorb instead by attacking for... Oh. I guess I have to hold a rhino to deny absorb as well? Maybe that's fine. Oh no, they're killing the rhino. Sure. But then I have to click 2 militias? Really? Is this worth? So they will attack for the full 8s. They can't deny absorb in any interesting way. Is there some way I could get a grid at this stage? I suddenly have like a ton of econ, so it would be pretty cool. I don't know about these drones. I feel like they should be NGs, right? Yeah. No, I have all these rhinos back. I think drones are okay. Or well, I have 1 rhino back. I think I'm losing? I'm just not attacking for enough. Hey, that was a pretty cool Mega Drone. I did not see that coming. It's just so long in the game that I forgot you could ever buy a Mega Drone. I didn't even think about my opponent doing it. It gives my Rhino value. Shouldn't you click 2 Rhinos to click a Thermite? Cash them in so they can defend sooner? Pretty sure you should. I guess these two? I'm not sure which two. Maybe that. I don't know. I don't think I want a Rhino at 2 stamina. I want a 0, a 1, and a 2, I think, is what I would prefer. Or 0 and 2 1s, I suppose, is what it would be. Yeah. Yikes. I suppose, like, I'm sort of turning this Rhino click into $1? If I click this and that, it seems sort of bad. That's better than another militia, right? Can I do this? No, they're gonna get so many thermite cores. It's just too crazy. But one more would be okay. Maybe a conduit for force fields or something? One, 2, 3, 4 attack next turn. This Rhino's still not doing anything, but he's defending. I don't know, that's a big investment. That's not going to actually pay off all that much. I think. Maybe you just get a thermite and a wall and a splitter or something, and maybe that's okay. I like what my opponent is doing this game, more or less. Like, I'm not so sure about this third forge, but overall I think my opponent has definitely played well. At least compared to me. Which is all I'm really qualified to judge. The end result of my opponent's plays seems to be a lot better than the end result of mine. So first of all, no breach, right? Not even close. I can deny absorb one more turn this way. Yeah, actually their grid is getting some good value. Ugh. Ugh. Because I can't really, like, I'll have too much attack. I can make it get a smallish amount of absorb instead of letting it absorb everything I have, right? I'd love another thermite. Is there some way I can make that happen? Not in the time I have. I should probably have considered cashing in my Rhino for $1 at some point here. Or my Rhino stamina. It's gonna be a long time before it gets any value. Whoa, that's too many blast forges. We'll give him the old long-nosed liar. Okay. Alright, we pick up a thermite, but only one more blast forge, please. And I don't really need any more attack because I already have enough. So just NGs and a drone. My opponent should have to give my grid actual value. Whereas, at least for a few turns, I cannot do that for my opponent's grid. This, of course, assumes I can actually get the grid up at all, which is sort of being called into question. Shouldn't you pop all the pixies? I think you should. Okay, no, they actually are getting another thermite, so... Whoops. Yeah, and then you click the drone, right? Should click the drone because you're gambiting a rhino that I click my pixies, which I won't do. You don't need to hold the drone as well. What a weird one this has developed into. Probably should be... Well, I don't know. Tarsiers are pretty good right now. They're probably better than militias. Yeah. Oh, this is even better. Oh, no! Because the Tarsiers arrive right when you run out of Thermite Core charges, right? Or Thermite Core lifespan, rather. Yeah. What a dumb game. This should probably be a rhino, right? Yeah. Speaking of rhinos. Supplies. Okay. I could consider giving my opponent 6 absorb in order to kill off these 4 rhinos. Right? Like, what exactly am I giving up for this? $4 and 6 pixies. This is a lot of stuff here, actually. I think it might be better to just attack. Killing 4 damage. Because this is the turn they're about to blow everything, so I might as well kill all these rhinos while I can. This might only kill 5 damage, so I'm gambiting, like, I have to rhino here because they might actually... Oh, this actually would breach. So this rhino is actually just dying? Is that correct? Why don't I just build a wall then, dummy? Because they're gonna have 25... against which this rhino loses, or dies. Maybe I do this, and then I also get the rhino. This lets me attack a bit more next turn. I think this is worthwhile. No, you have to click all the pixies. Wall supplies? I'll run out first, but I have green. How are the drones looking? Opponent is up quite a few. Up 4 drones. I can go back to denying a little bit of absorb this turn. Opponent's not giving me any valuable targets to breach, so I can do this. It's not amazing. I deny 2 absorb, but I gain only $4 for it. And I don't get to turn this rhino into stuff, so... I think this seems okay. I'm using my force fields to get ahead at wall supply a little bit. Also, my defense grid will last longer. This could be important, but might not. You should just click all the pixies. But it doesn't matter, you know, keep them if you want. I say this all the time. I prefer to click them when it doesn't matter, but if you prefer to hang on to them when it doesn't matter, I guess that's fine. I hope defense grid supply or lifespan matters, because if it doesn't, I feel like I might be in pretty bad shape. They have 1 wall, I have 1 wall, but it's their turn. I can get another rhino here. They're doing pretty well with their rhino supply also. Not supply, their rhino timing seems good. Maybe not though. They might have been too late because they don't have force fields. Like, and they only have 1 wall left. How exactly are you continuing to get rhino value here? Just throw more rhinos into the shredder. Buy shredder, buy splitter, hold splitter. Yeah. I have 1 wall left, is that correct? Yes. So this is killing 1 attack, the splitter. Well, they could choose to absorb onto splitter, keeping rhino alive. So I should consider that, although it's a pretty unlikely play. I'll just build 2 rhinos, and now I'm not gambiting the grid, I'm just gambiting a rhino. This seems fine. You probably want to hold a splitter here so you can absorb, right? Or maybe hold the Mega Drone? Ooh! Eventually it'll be that kind of game, I suspect. I have a free exploit. Hold 1 damage. Got him. Would they want to hold a drone to deny me that? Maybe not. Oh, okay. They're gonna do it. Make me attack with everything. I'll try. These splitters are spooky. But I guess they're just defenders, right? They're just bad walls that threaten to attack. Okay, how much can I attack with? Opponent is guaranteed losing 2 attack. So this doesn't defend, but holding a drone defends? I'm out of rhinos. Yowza. Well, this should probably be another conduit. I need to like make 1,000,000 force fields. I could hold a splitter instead of a drone? No, that's bad. They get some attack back that way. Next turn, probably holding Mega Drone. Maybe splitter. I don't know. Holding this drone is maybe like a little bit silly. Can they really attack for everything? But on the other hand, it came out perfectly because the drone keeps these 2 rhinos alive. As if I planned it. I don't know, maybe instead of this conduit I should have like just tried to get another splitter, but I couldn't get a splitter. I only had $5, right? I don't need this rhino. So I can keep the drone alive in case that becomes relevant. Oof. Maybe I want to hold the splitter instead? Yeah, defend with splitter. Actually, though, can they really attack with everything? Really, really? I don't know. Hang on, they're losing a bunch of attack. What am I worried about? Let's think through this again. They're losing at least 3, probably 4 attack. I don't need to hold a splitter. Who am I kidding? Go back and lose this rhino. They attack for 16? This defends, 2 splitters, and probably, in fact, less than 16. These rhinos are dope. As are these force fields. I love them all. Are you out of splitters? Oh, I see. Okay. I don't know. I think the conduits were better. Maybe like one or 2 more conduits and the rest NGs? I'm not sure exactly. I should have probably... If I had held a splitter instead of a Mega Drone, I don't know. I want them to attack for an odd number into this, right? And so I don't have to lose the NG. If I'd held back the Steel Splitter, I'd be wanting them to attack for an even number. So I should have figured out ahead of time which of those I wanted and tried to arrange it. We got the good way, anyway. Hang on, they're losing at least... Let's call it exactly 2 attack. So this defends. Yeah, and the thing I want to hold back is Mega Drone. Okay. Alright, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with my position now. These Rhino are giving me so much tempo. At just the right moment. And I'll have Steel Splitters to give tempo when I need them. How's my opponent's energy supply, by the way? And how's my force field supply? 8 left. Well, I only have 11 drones. I should be okay. I hope the game gets to where force field supply is relevant. Well, no, I don't, because if it is, my opponent will win. Now it gets a bit dicey. I'm going to have to hold some splitters, probably, right? Opponent looks to be losing 1 attack. This defends? No, not dicey at all. Okay. If they lose 0 attack, this is also fine. Right, I have to prepare against the possibility that they absorb on Splitter instead of on Megadrone, but they're not likely to actually do it. I just need to make sure it's not a catastrophe for me if that happens. Yeah, probably don't need that many more conduits at this point, right? They're, again, probably losing 1 attack. So I kind of have to do this. Because they're not guaranteed to lose any attack, it's just likely. Alright. These splitters are magnificent now. I could get a better breach by soaking on, absorbing on Splitter, but I don't think I will. I want this game to be long. I just need a breach. It doesn't have to be like a stonking great breach, you know? Okay, but I guess I have to hold a drone to make this happen. Clearly worthwhile. Well, what if I, like... No, this is obviously not good. Yeah, next turn we get all the Tarsiers in. I'll just wait. Did he say something in global chat? Oh, I see. There. Someone was spectating our game a few minutes ago, holding 4 drones over Megadrone. Oh, I see. That's why he started absorbing on Megadrone later. Apparently, someone pointed out to him he made a mistake. Oh, I got there first. Okay. Cool. I just dread to see this graph on. I don't know why. When you get to like a bunch of games, there starts to be like a longer dead area here. Does it just like not? I don't know. Why does it go up to 26 is my question on a 23 turn game. That's what I don't get. I guess because it seems like it wants these to be equidistant from each other. And the large tick marks? Like, what would be a reasonable way to divide up this game that ended on turn 23? The difference between 1 and 23 is 22. The only factors of that are 2 and 11, none of which are any good. Okay, I guess. So you went up to here because the largest number you were willing to deal with is 5? I don't know. Anyway. There was a time in the middle there where I thought I was losing. More in like the early game, honestly. Considering how long this one went. Calling the time when I thought I was losing the middle game is perhaps a bit inaccurate. So, what was the deal here? Like, getting the earlier Megadrone was nice. It made up for being down a few drones. but I had trouble keeping my thermite going. Like I was clicking it and attacking for 0, but it was pretty poor, right? Clicking 2 militias. I don't know. It's fine. It's like when you consider that here I am this turn, like after clicking Rhino, which is this is basically attacking with everything I've got. Like you might as well click the thermite core. That's basically free one way or the other, right? Well, no, because if you clicked it, you could kill drone and Rhino, but could you? No, just drone NG. So, but it's close to even to just click the thermite core here. And once you've done that, it's like, huh, 2 militias into a wall? I'd love to click my militias, right? I don't know. The 2 decisions taken independently, it seems clearly correct, but when you look at them like separately, I'm not so sure. It doesn't feel as great. I think it's still correct, rather than like blowing everything and attacking for 7, making them lose like wall Rhino. Wouldn't I rather have 2 pixies? Wait. 4 pixies. Wouldn't I rather have 4 pixies and $2 than wall Rhino? It's pretty close, actually. But the Rhino's not doing much right now because they can't... I don't know. They wish they could deny me absorb, but... Oh, no, it can! Ooh, yeah. But, actually, they didn't attack with it, so... No. Incorrect. I don't know. Picking up the early conduit, I think, was actually a big deal this game. Because force fields are great, and it let me kind of keep doing what I wanted for a little while longer. Why did I emote this? I've forgotten already. Oh, because of the blast forge. Yeah. Getting that later defense grid at a time when it was hard for my opponent to exploit, I thought. And it kind of was, because these rhinos that they were building never actually got to attack. Right, that actually seems like maybe the biggest turning point in the game. Well, that's a bit of an overstatement, but like maybe the later defense grid was a bigger deal. The earlier Mega Drone, like these were all good things. The conduit for force fields, also quite important. But my opponent spent all this time building rhinos to play around my threat with the plan of eventually clicking them. And if I didn't attack this turn, those rhinos would have been doing some serious damage. I would have been in like big trouble. This is why my opponent ran out of rhinos so soon in the late game. I was like, how come they're out of rhinos already? It was because of this. I had forgotten. They built like 4 rhinos that didn't do anything. They didn't do nothing. They forced me to like... They acted like pixies, right? I had to wall against them. But then I killed off the rhinos and the pixies went away. So I got this big defensive tempo boost. Like, watch what happens if I actually don't attack with everything here, right? Like, I can do this. I can continue to give 0 absorb. I don't even... What do I can't build a rhino. Which I kind of need to defend. I could hold a drone, I guess. And maybe they just find this overwhelming anyway. Wait, I'm building a militia. That doesn't seem right. A rhino now seems okay. But no, they're blowing everything, so this rhino is just getting gambited away for no reason. He doesn't actually threaten anything. I guess I don't need this force field this way. I can... Greediest Tarsier in the world? Probably NG's better. They don't have that much actual attack after they blow everything. So something like this, right? Let's say I do this. They obviously go in with everything. I mean, okay, they were holding their pixies in the game, but it's equivalent and I'm playing for them, so I'm gonna click the pixies. Like, first of all, can they still defend? Like, I gave them these rhinos. Can they actually click them? Not really, right? So maybe I was too hasty in clicking everything. Maybe just letting them have this turn would have been better. Because they can't actually take it. Well, I was gonna click militia and hold drone, but instead, like, let's just hold a rhino. So they can do this, right? This defense. Now I blow everything and I kill some less useful rhinos, but they're still rhinos. And this defends Rhino NG, I guess. I don't know. At this point, can they still click rhinos? I guess they could, yeah. You can just wall, in fact. I have some exploits here, though. They're running out of walls and rhinos. They need to pick up a conduit at some stage. So, anyway. Oh, gosh, this is awful. The exploit? Oof. So I'm not sure. It felt really good to me in the game to click to kill these rhinos. I'm not sure now. It might still be good, but it might not. I can't really tell so easily. It gave me the tempo to build a militia and like fewer force fields, fewer walls. And maybe that was worthwhile. Because it seems like they might actually be able to get value out of these rhinos if I don't kill them. Right? It would be incorrect to kill the rhinos if they can't get value out of the rhinos even if I let them live. But we just analyzed that, and it seems like they get at least a moderate amount of value out of the rhinos. So by attacking for everything, I at least gained something. I can't believe they ran out of splitters. Buy the first splitter on turn 15 and still run out. They were using them as walls for longer than I realized. So did my opponent actually hold 4 drones instead of Mega at some point? Or did the chat convince them not to? Yeah, here it was. Instead of holding Mega Drone and absorbing on it, we sacked 4 drones and absorbed on Splitter. Yeah, probably wrong. Especially since we didn't actually attack with the Splitter next turn. Yeah. Would have been better to just sack the Splitter and get 1 more absorb. Okay, well, this base plus 5 game got like pretty. I don't know about complicated. It got long for sure, but it went through kind of a funny set of phases, right? Where like at first, we were playing with little tiny thermite cores and Megadrone plays. And then suddenly it was like, oh, it's time for a defense grid, and you can still deny absorb, believe it or not. I don't know. This little Cold War where we both just didn't add any attack because of the defense grid. Then the thermites ran out, precipitating everything. And then we got to this like really long stage of... Well, I mean, Prismata games often have this gradual decline phase, right? But I think I managed that a lot better than my opponent did. Partly because my defense grid lasted longer, partly because of the Rhino value, partly because I had better, like, more force fields. These things are all true. But whatever the cause, at the end of it, I came out of this much better, and I don't know. I'd be interested to see if someone else could say, like, what were the actual turning points in this game. I can't tell. It just seemed like I kind of did pretty okay things. Neither of us made any huge blunders, but I came out at the end, like, miles ahead. And I'm not sure what were the main contributors to that. I mentioned some things that stand out to me, but none of them seem like the gigantic thing. So, I don't know. Okay, well, that was a long game. Definitely just going to have that one this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.